سلام بچه‌ها، به کانال دارکسپیس گیمینگ خوش اومدیم و خوش اومدیم به سیزده جدیدمون اپیک 2. بچه‌ها من شخصا یه چند تا چیز می‌خواستم فقط بهتون بگم برای اینکه اصلا اطلاع داشته باشین. من هیچ وقت تو طول عمر زندگی مامان یه کسی که خب میشه گفت یه گیمر معمولی بود هیچ وقت اپیک رو بازی نکردم، راجبش هیچی نمیدونم و حالا دارم دوشو بازی میکنم. اشتباه نشه، من داستان یکش رو رفتم دیدم فهمیدم داستان یکش چی بود، مثل که اونجا تو بازی یکش بازی تموم شد و یعنی ساعت بیشتری به آدم پیش اومد. حالا مگر از اینکه دو تا DLC تقریبا کار رو تموم کرد، ولی خب شرکت رمدی نمیخواست دیگه زیاد از این اطلاع در اختیار ما بذاره، واسه همین آره همین. من چیز دیگه خاصی نمیتونم بگم، بریم که بازی ها شروع کنیم و امیده به خدا که زهر ترک نشم. من یه مقدار حساسیت دارم به اینجور بازی ها، ولی خب دیگه به خاطر شما و فقط به خاطر شما من این بازی ها میکنم. خیلی برو بریم.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
بله.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
شاید ولی موسیقی قشنگیه. یا اول
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
آها
The trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
یا خدا، موسیقی ها دوست دارم خداییش. عالیه. این علنه یا چه خبره؟ بیخیال صورتش هم نمیذاره حتی ببینی. عالی شد. احساس میکنم قراره بمیره، ولی خب میدونی حداقلش خدا به داد برسه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. یا خدا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. خدا به دادمون برس. هی دلم نمیخواد صبح ما اینجوری شروع کنم، ولی خب چاره ای نیست، میدونی؟ واو اوکی. یا خدا این چی بود؟ آه خدا. خیلی باش، میتونی منو بترسونی ولی نوچ. سپرینت برو بریم. بداییم بدا من میدونم قرار این خورده بشه دا اینا. قشنگ من عالی شد. خیلی خب من نمیدونم چی بود، نمیدونم خود علم بود چی بود اصلا این یه چیزی مثل علم بود. اوه مای گاد. صبح بیمونه و همچین چیزایی شروع میکنیم تا شب بکشه امیدوارم. آخشه اون پلیس ها پیدا اون کرد. آه یک گروهه. دیدین گفتم میمیره. داره جگرمونو کشیدن بیرون. قلبمونو کشیدن بیرون. به به قلب تازه. یا پلیس میخوایی بنده خدا به رحمت رفت. بچه خدا رحمتت کنه. باشه خود زودتر میرسیدم ولی خب میدونی شروعی حالا میزن علمه که دو حد باش. خیلی امیدوارم که این موضوع زیاد ترکمون نکنه. زیاد اونجوری که فکر می‌کردم تعصبی نشه. شاید در آینده بیشتر تعصب شه. نمیدونم.
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
اینقدر قراره با عنوان چند نفر توی این بازی کنیم. فکر کنم یکی الینه، یکی این زن پلیس است. همونجوری که من تو تریلر یا همون تبلیغات دیدم. تبلیغات گیم پلی البته. من احساس میکنم شاید داستان اینجوری باشه. نمیدونم. حالا تا آخر بازی میریم میفهمیم قضیه چجوریه.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead.
FBI هم هستن.
Okay.
من فکر نمی‌کنم حتی FBI هم بتونن کاری کنن.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
احساس میکنم هنوز چی میگن اگر دیده باشین چیزا DLC ها هنوز یه قسمت از الن، حالا قسمت ذهنیش البته هنوز تو چیز گیر کرده، هنوز تو دارک پلیسی چی بود اسمش دقیقا یادم نیست گیر کرده هنوز. و فکر کنم به این دلیل شاید الن هم اونجا گیر کرده، شاید بخواد خودش را فراری بده از اونجا. نمیدونم.
There's the car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Intervention. اگه درست خونده باشه.
I think I hear someone. Could be out.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson,
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I could use a briefing. Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's
بگو کنن
person
قلب از
when they should
تو
be,
سینش
you know,
کشیدن بیرون بردن.
inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
خیلی باشه بریم ببینیم بدنه رو.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
هم بتونیم مامان علنا پلی کنیم.
I
البته
need to
پلی
think
میکنیم
through
ولی
the
خب
facts of the
میدونی.
case.
You can access the case board inside the mind place? Huh?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
یعنی میخوای بگی مقصد درونش اینجوریه؟ تو مقصد تا آبجو اینا میخوری. خیلی مهم. خیلی مهم. به خدا اگه ذهن من این شکلی باشه. ذهن من بچه اینقدر به هم ریخته است اصلا این شکلی نیست. البته میشه که بیشتر FBI شاید همینجور باشه مغزشون، چون با یه هوش خاصی هم مثلا میدونی باید آدم FBI بشه. یه شرط خیلی سختی داره. خیلی خوب کیس بورد.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case boys mental techniques that allow the signal analyze clues. خیلی خوبه. مثل اینکه این اولین پرونده بود ها. Murder method sign difference one murders. خوبه. series اوکی. باشه آقا ما فهمیدیم چه خبره. قیافه ها رو. این چیه؟ The victim was reported missing. Okay, burning in a small grave. این 2016. وای خیلی.
I see you're
yeah.
already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
یه سه اطلاعات چرت و پرت هست حالا. Chaos at the Carbon Lake. اوکی. خودمون رو برسونیم پایین و بدن رو ببینیم و ببینیم چه جوریه. نمیدونم الان تونسته فرار کنه یا نه هنوز. چون آخرین بار فکر کنم نتونست فرار کنه چون گیم اونجا پایان پایان شد. میدونیم از چه، یعنی تموم شد و
Stairs are out.
نمیدونم.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
در واقع میشه گفت من اونجوری که داستان رو فهمیدم داستان قبل خیلی بیسیک بود، یعنی میدونی این این میشه گفت که این هدف بود، برای این کارا میکردی اون کارا میکردی، چیز زیاد.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
گاتت که گاتت، ولی خب من چیزی نخواد همینجوری بپره بیاد جلوم. فکر کنم سعی کردن خیلی شبیه رزیدنت ایول بازیشو درست کنن، ولی خب
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
تلفن اینجا چیکار میکنه وسط جنگل؟
Next call.
باشه تلفن.
me.
Can I make it, Mulligan?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
فکر نمی کنم بتونی این راحتی سوال وش کنی. میدونیم از اونم که
So, FBI, huh?
بله.
That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
احساس میکنم ناخودآگاه الان در واقع سعی داره که میدونی
This is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
میشه پایین کرد یا
Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
اینجا باید یه جایی قرار بدیم ها. چجوریه؟
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
I'm drop کن دیگه.
Doesn't look right.
بذارش دیگه. چیکار باید کنم خب؟ چرا اینجوریه این؟ والا newly discovered clues can be placed into the open.
Ugh.
وا چجوری این کار؟ ها اینجوری میذارید؟
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
وقتی که پلیس ها اومدن.
This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
نه بابا.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
خیلی خب این نوع بورد کیس.
Think.
چقدر چه؟ خیلی خب حالا اینا کجا بزنم بالا؟ آره اینم از این یکی
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
تازه دارم یاد میگیرم چیکار باید بکنم.
Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
اینا باید همینجا قرار بگیرم. و آخری هم همینجا قرار میگیره. همینجا.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
خب بخاطر که میخواسته از سرشون از کارشون سر در بیاره کشتنش دیگه. سوال چرا سوال همچین مزخرفی میکنی؟ پسر حالا دیگه چی میشه؟
Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt.
چرا میخوای
Use
همچین
whatever
کاری
I
کنی؟
know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
On a dark place.
He was there too.
Alan.
You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. This mug always cheers me up.
خیلی برگردیم به برد.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good.
خیلی
This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
آره شما همجا وایسا فقط بپا کسی نکشده تا ما برگردی.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter.
Territory.
Safety.
Okay.
They were waiting.
Map.
It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
یا خدا. خیلی وقت اینجا کمین کرده بودم براش. او اسلحه داریم؟ با مثلثه. اوکی. موف. نمیشه موفش کرد؟ خیلی.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
واو. اوکی. اینا هم از اینا. خب بچه ما این پارت هم اینجا و همین انومه پایان میرسونم چون نمیخوام طولانی بشه و همونجور که میگم پارت ها نمیخوام زیادی طولانی بشه. ممنونم که نشستین نگاه کردین تا یه پارت دیگه از انیمه 2. بدرود.